1 through 0 or 1 through 9, it's going to do one of these stitches. So if I just hit 2,
I have this all worked out in my
yeah, see, then that's exactly what it is. So it's stitch 1 is a straight stitch, okay? So then all you have to do is put your foot on the foot control, and just push it once. It automatically sends it down.
Makes the foot go down.
Right. Now, we've got it set for the needle stopping down. So just sew for just a moment, and you'll see what happens when you stop.
What I did
It ties off the stitch automatically for you. Now just go ahead and stop. Now you can spin it, or if you want,
That's good, that's good.
we can stop up. Now go ahead and try. And stop. See, now it stops up. The reason why it does that is for if you're going to turn something, you want that needle stopping down.
Right.
So it stays exactly where it is. Or if you're piecing special quilts together, there's a time where you want to be right there so you can just feed the next piece in.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. So that's just a matter of this being up or down.
And actually, it will actually sew one stitch at a time if I do. You want to just go one more
You want
stitch?
to go really slow.
Yeah. Or you just tap the foot control once. Just give it a tap.
I've been doing it the same.
See? And tap it again. And it'll just keep doing it. Okay. And then, again, manual. If you're interested in the manual, this is only available.
No, this is the manual thing. You don't want that. It's not on the
Right.
or it's not on the machine you want.
Right. And then...
Well, this is similar to my daughter's who has a thing like this, where my other daughter, that you pick the stitches and it has the screen,
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And some of the other differences between the machines is that you also get with Viking, you get these, you can put these in different positions for sewing, okay? You can bobbin winding, it automatically, you hit the foot control, and it stops the needle. There's nothing to pull, nothing to touch.
Oh, okay. So you can't.
Now, the difference in the Berninas is that in a lot of Berninas, you cannot control the speed of the winding of the bobbin.
Oh, yeah. Most machines.
The problem with that, though, is that when it winds at full speed, what happens is the thread gets tight around the bobbin, and so it gets tight around the bobbin, and then when you sew it into fabric, it loosens up. So your stitching turns out bad, and you don't know why. And it's because it's really tight on here, and it's really tight in there, and as soon as you start sewing it, it loosens up. Yeah, so that's why in piecing sometimes you'll see where someone's when you pull it apart like this, your stitch looks loose because you're like, why is it loose? And it's because someone's over tight above. In fact, if you want it too tight on here, you can't even pull it off. You have to literally pull all the thread off
So
and then pull it
on
off.
this machine, then there's a speed adjustment for
Yeah,
it?
you can actually sew, you just sew whatever speed you want.
Oh,
On the
to do that,
top of the
it's set on the bobbin.
on the top of the one, you can sew the speed trunk.
So, how do you get the foot down again?
Okay. Just
I'm
push
going to
it.
argue with him.
Or tap
And
foot
it just
control.
goes down?
Yep.
I'm going to argue with him.
If you want needle up, this is what most people do. Are leaving needle up for clothing. For quilting, most for piecing, most of the time it's needle down.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, you just
See
push
how
it.
loose it was here.
Or you control it down there that way too.
And we teach you how to do this.
You just
It all
tap.
stops. And then, oh, it's already,
Yep.
it went up already?
Yep.
And then I just tap
Yep.
it for the foot to go down.
Yep.
Well, that's cool.
Isn't that cool? Also, if you put less of a foot on the foot control, it's actually easier. Try doing it this way. Remove that. Now try that. Yeah, put less of your foot on it. Just yeah. Actually, you have to put a little bit more, but when you can push it, that's the trick. So you got to put more on it. In fact, this one has a sweet spot. It likes this corner better. All sewing machines are like that.
Yeah, well, see, I've got to have my foot right up.
Oh, that's fine. See, the controller in this particular foot control is in this corner.
Yeah.
Anywhere where it's set, it'll be easier to push the seat. I can just barely. So see, if you were closer to that side, that's right there. See. No, but you can have your foot on the foot control and do it that way.
Okay.
And then when you want to release the thread, pull it that way, and just cut it. Now the other
But the
thing,
machine you're looking at has the cutter on it.
but you still can do this.
You can do that.
The other thing too is when you start again, you always want to pull to the left, because if you pull to the left, Now go ahead and start sewing. You don't have to touch that thread. It will not go away.
That's the pull that doesn't like pull in.
Right. Bernina tells you always pull it back. You have to pull it back. You do not have to pull it back. When you put it in the back of this machine, guess what happens? It gets sucked in. It pulls to the left or the right and it won't. Also with this one, with Vikings, you do not have to bring up the thread. Automatically bring the thread up. In other words,
Oh, and the bobbin?
Getting too much.
not all machines will do this where we're almost out of thread. It's going to, and see, with this one it won't beep at you. But the top line, the 18 thread actually beeps.
The machine beeps at you when you're out of thread on the other one.
So, we're going to do this.
And the bobbin.
Just a little bit. But
Okay.
to do a roll
Well, that's
here,
not
Cut
grand.
the thread.
is you want this thread to wrap the edge smoothly. To get it to pull under, you can roll.
I'm sitting on the side.
I know, you're in the right
I'm
position.
through a long.
And every machine.
Okay, so now, with most sewing machines, with a lot of Berninas, you have to pull out. Now just start sewing.
Goes down, so it pulls it
And
up.
it's about to run out of bobbin thread in a second now. But probably got a foot of bobbin thread.
Well, experience.
So see?
Yeah.
Perfect.
You get two.
Now, you don't want to do that when you're quilting, of course, because then what happens is you wind up not being able to retrieve the thread. When you're quilting everything together, you always want it out, about this far so you can tie it off. And you can actually tie knots in the middle if you do it right, and you'll never see them.
Keep it holding.
Second step.
The camera.
It would
What did I
Turn it off and on?
No.
Okay, just go ahead and stop.